if you don't have your health, you've got nothing. You could be the most successful person on the face of the earth. You could die tomorrow if you don't have your health. So I do bring that into my everyday. Like, it's what I preach online. It's what I preach on stage. You need to take care of yourself. So
So I've been watching your Instagram, and I seen that you have this segment going about life, or a daily life of a broke musician. And I really like that because, and it's kind of like where I wanted the conversation to go, because I had a video a long time ago, and the video was entitled no opportunity is the biggest opportunity, because it means that nobody there's the field isn't saturated enough, right? And so when I saw that video, it kind of brought me back to that, because it was more like you being vulnerable, but at the same time, I saw that you would go to like the grocery store and start to sing, and it was like creating opportunities to perform instead of waiting for somebody to give you a handout, or waiting for a show, or thinking you're too good to do this stuff. Like, I remember seeing like Ed Sheeran and they performing on the streets, and they still do it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that, like where did that come from?
Honestly, it wasn't a planned it wasn't a planned thing. I don't even know where it came from. The jingle just came to me, and then I laid one like vocal thing of the jingle. I'm really quick with writing quick like hooks. It'll just like come out of me. So that just laid itself down, and then I have past of editing kind of a certain way, like kind of jumpy. I like playing with the production side a lot. In high school, I took communications tech, so we just got to make videos for our class. And then I took photography. So I like doing the editing stuff. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
It came out of thin air. It wasn't even, and then I really liked it. I really liked doing vlogging stuff. I've had 4 YouTube channels in the past. It's been growing. This I guess art has been growing for a while. And then that just came out of me, and I really liked it, and then other people really liked it, so I made it a series. And I can see myself doing the series for a while. It just, yeah, I am a broke musician. It's fine. I've been working for myself for the last year. I just got a part-time job.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, it's a grind, but I say it all the time. I was making 4 times my income as a personal trainer full time. And I wouldn't go back to full-time training. I'm part-time training right now. I wouldn't go back to full-time. It just sucked my soul dry. I didn't have enough time to do anything that I wanted to do.
So you're a personal trainer?
Yeah.
Where?
Prior, I was a PT for 5 years. I started at Good Life, ended at Movadi, and now I work for a business owner. It's me and then another girl that are hired under him, and we go to people's homes and train them. And it's literally the perfect scenario for me. Came out of nowhere. I just started last week.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, because my wife is a personal trainer, actually. She's still finishing her school and stuff, and she's just starting.
Where?
There's a new gym downtown.
Okay.
It's B Fitness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they only do like women.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so like they have a nice niche.
Nice.
But yeah, she always wanted to do it, and she had to like put her dreams on hold for a while, because we had like kids, and then I was doing my thing with like the film production and that kind of stuff. So it's good to see her going back in now and doing what she wanted to do,
Yeah, it probably is really fulfilling for you to see that for her.
Yeah. It is, because like you get to see people around you grow. I think that's the best part of being entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Is that you influence everyone around you, and I think it pays off. It pays itself. Yeah.
We're all just hand in hand. But again, we're just doing the things that we love doing and lending the things that we love doing to other people who, it's just cohesion.
Yeah.
Right? It's reciprocal, where it's a mutual benefit.
Yeah. So apart from the personal training, because you said you work for yourself, was that personal training?
No. So I've always kind of, as a personal trainer, you get to make your own schedule. So you've always kind of have this flexibility. So for the last 5 years, I've kind of made my own schedule. and done like worked when I wanted to.
Yeah.
Technically, you still have to meet guidelines like deadlines and stuff, or quotas. But um, yeah, no, I'm under a business owner. He's just himself, and he's great. Like it's the perfect thing. But then before that, I was just working as a musician. I did like modeling gigs on the side.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do, you're just doing whatever. I sold my vocals. I've done DJ tags for money. You just do what you can
Yeah,
do to
to get
keep
by, right?
yourself, yeah, to keep yourself afloat.
Yeah.
To kind of a bunch.
That's good. So do you like are your parents still in London as well, or?
Yeah, my mom is in London. So I just moved out with my current boyfriend um in the summer.
Oh, okay, okay.
So um yeah, I was living with my mom prior to that, and then my dad lives on Vancouver Island.
Oh, that's sick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Kelowna in a couple weeks, and then I'm going to the island for like a few days.
Yeah.
Just cuz I'm working when I'm out there. I've got a few gigs in place, which is
Okay.
really nice that I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like music.
Yeah.
That's good though.
I've got a gig in Kelowna and then two on the island because I've gone to the island a few summers now and they know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you start singing at like a young age? Started singing from
Hmm.
a young age? Like what age you started?
Like as early as I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been my secret little safe place.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So were you so when you started it was a secret or you just saying that it was a safe place? So like when you started no one knew that you could sing and then you like
I feel like I don't. Yes and no. I was really excited to sing in talent shows and have the solos in school plays,
mhm,
but as soon as it came to singing at home, I felt really shy about it. So I never did it when anybody was home, but I was always singing. So I don't know. It wasn't until recently, really. In 2019, I made a Kijiji post because I was just tired of not doing anything that I wanted to do. I dropped out of college a few times, and I made a Kijiji post. I was like, I just want to sing. And if you're a gigging band, if you're a garage band, I want to sing. And so that was what 4 years ago. Um, and they got 10 or there was a band that was an all instrumental band, and they got back to me and they're like, we love your sound. We did a gig together and it was like the best night of my life. I love being on stage so much. And then the world shut down.
yeah.
And after with the same band, I was a part of two bands with and then another tribute band, and COVID was happening. So then I was like, I'm just gonna have to do this myself right now. So I got Ableton, which is an audio workspace. You just make producers use it, right? You use it probably.
Oh no, I don't.
What are
I
you
use
using?
I use audition.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So like a similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the free version of that, and I made Angel Mama at some point with like 8 track lanes, and that's kind of how the public stuff started. I guess last year was my first release of an actual produced song from a studio, and I feel
Good
very
about
happy with the growth that
yeah.
I've made thus far.
That's good, you know, and it amazing that you could be so vulnerable. Um especially with the whole thing with being a broke musician, you know?
Hmm.
Because I know you're talking about it and you know most musicians most people on the whole do like to say or talk about the financial
Hmm.
place like where they are financially. A lot of people lie about it,
Hmm.
you know. A lot of people might book trips or even get a job, you know, because you don't need to be a broke musician if you could
Hmm.
get a job, right?
Hmm.
So
You're right.
yeah, exactly. So for you, because I know for me a lot of the times uh when like to the choice to be a creative and do it independently and do it how you want to do it is a choice that lead to a lot of to you being lonely a lot of the times. Even if you have people around you, you could feel like extremely lonely because you could feel like not everybody going through what you going through, you know. So I don't know. I just think that's good that you could come out and say, okay, this I'm a broke musician and this is what has actually happened. You know?
I think that it's sacrifice with a purpose because again, I'm not going to be broke forever. I fully believe in everything that I'm able to offer now. I was broke for a lot of years because I didn't have a lot of knowledge around money. I grew up with a certain understanding of money, right? I still carry some of those things, but I don't need to I don't need to say that I make X to gain approval of anything. And I think that it's much more relatable. That's just where I am, you know? It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does your boyfriend do?
He is a so he's been a supervisor at a bricklaying company
Yeah.
for the last 3 or so years,
Okay.
pretty sure. And then just recently, so last year he went out was his first time. He's a hunting guide. So he went out for the first time in the middle of nothing, nowhere for months. Okay. um basically where the Yukon and BC meet. And then he went back out this year from August to October.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a hunting guide.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got a very good long lasting system. We're holistic
Yeah.
people.
So you eat venison a lot.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I was a vegan for 6 years.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Were you like a vegan activist or?
I wouldn't say that. I was definitely because I still like eat your vegetables, eat health food, right? But I don't think I was pushy in any way.
Yeah.
Maybe to some, right? Maybe. I was a trainer,
Yeah.
right? But I think that it came from I think that following veganism for a lot of reasons for me came from a place of wanting to restrict and
Yeah.
wanting to like look a certain way, be a certain way. But everything I took holistic nutrition, didn't finish it, but took it. It took about a year. And everything just points to being
Vegan.
No. Being into whole foods,
Oh, okay.
natural foods from the earth. And Aaron, the way that I saw him, because we were dating for 3 years, and there was always like that in my mind. I always knew that I would eat the meat that he had hunted, but it just wasn't there yet. The first time I tried meat after 6 years, I cried. But now I've been hunting with him, and I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it now.
That's love, though.
Oh yeah.
That's love, though.
Yeah.
For him to make you eat meat.
Well, it's not. He didn't make me.
I mean, like for him to get you to be on.
He never made me like.
Yeah.
I
Like, eat
always
this
made
meat,
vegan
no.
things for him and for us, and he never like pushed it on me at all ever. But now we're like, I just rendered venison bones to make bone broth.
Yeah. So I was a vegan actually.
Were you?
Yeah, I was a vegan. For 1 or 2, probably 1 or 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the grocery store and I bought Tim Hortons had this Beyond Meat sandwich.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I can be a vegan. I told my wife I'm gonna be a vegan.
Yeah.
I went to the store and I bought like all this vegan meat.
Yeah.
I came to work with the vegan meat. I started eating it. And all I can remember is walking to the garbage and just dumping it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not for me.
There's a problem with quality of food nowadays. I'm very fortunate. Aaron and I are so fortunate that we do have like what he is able to provide for us. Because when you go to the grocery store and you're buying the meat and like really anything from the grocery store, it's all just oh my gosh, it's all just like even gross to like see. It's gross to look at because it's dull. It's not nice. So yeah.
So do you guys have like your own garden and stuff?
I wish. So that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed. We're in an apartment right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we do what we can.
Yeah, so that's one thing I did do. 1 year we had our own garden and stuff.
Yeah.
But then we got a dog, and then
Oh,
that was the end of that garden.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
having a garden was always fun because we could like you have all your favorite vegetables right outside, you know,
Mhm.
and that was always a good thing. But I had this thought one time, uh, while I was in the bathroom, right. I was
Mhm.
taking a shower, and I called my wife in and I said, "What if, what if we had it wrong as humans?"
Mhm.
You know? She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, what if, just like how in for animals, there's like omnivores and carnivores and herbivores. What if humans were the same? Because
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people become vegans and they look better,
That's a good idea.
but
Yeah,
then a
that's a
lot of
good
people
thought.
become vegans and it doesn't work for them.
Mhm.
Or just like there's some people who have diets as just meat,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it works for them. But if I was to do that, it wouldn't work for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I was just in a thought where it was like, what if we just don't realize that some people could be herbivores, some people could be omnivores,
Mhm.
some people could be carnivores. Yeah, yeah, you still will eat a little bit of, like if you carnivore type, you still eat uh
Veggies
veggies
and
and
fruit.
stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
the main diet
Yeah.
would be meat, right? I don't know, I just think like some people body process things differently.
Yeah, and they do. And I've never thought about it like that. Like you always think about people being individual and people needing different ratios of different things. That's taught, that's known.
Yeah,
But the way that you worded it was nice.
was different. Yeah,
About animals being, cuz you're right. That's a point. That's a
yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have wild thoughts sometimes.
Yeah.
When I'm in the bathroom, I have the craziest thoughts.
That's also something with the shower.
Yeah,
Yeah, or
yeah,
on a walk, right?
yeah. Walk,
Yeah.
walk. Like if I'm like no, like sometimes when at night before I do work,
Yeah.
so I work at the barber shop, then I go home and chill with the kids, put them to bed,
Yeah.
and then work again at night. I'll do editing and stuff.
Yeah.
So at like before I do work, I play FIFA.
Mhm.
Because when I play FIFA, it get me to think again. It gets my
Mhm.
mind to be fresh,
Mhm.
and then I could go back. I don't have to think about how tired I am.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So that's my process for
Yeah.
for for creating,
Yeah.
is to play 2-3 games of FIFA. You don't want to
Yeah.
play too much, but 2-3 games of FIFA and then reset your mind.
Kinda I was about to say easing your.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, or every once a week I do like a full. I call it like a factory reset,
Okay.
where I take some time. It doesn't have to be much time, especially now that I have the little ones. Probably like a half an hour. You go into the bathroom or a quiet place, and you could just uh uh refresh your
Mhm.
thinking. Like for me, I play gospel music.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that everybody should play gospel music, because everybody have a different power. For me, my power is true gospel music, because that's what I grew up with. For you, your power might be something else. For somebody else, it might be something else. It's just gospel for me. So that's how I get my refreshing. Now, just listen to gospel music, and I'll try to go through all my emotions, like happy, sad. I try to cry. I try to force myself to cry, because I can't cry normally. It's hard for me to
Mm.
cry normally. So I try to cry and get different things out. Um, yeah, and that's how
This is
I
just
try to.
like sitting in the bathtub?
Yeah, this is like sitting in the bathtub.
Nice.
Yeah, it's half an hour.
That's healthy.
Yeah,
Or it
yes,
sounds healthy. That's a great
yeah,
something to process your emotions.
yeah,
Wow,
exactly. Yeah. I think
cool.
everybody should have a way to reset, because for you, if you go hunting, that's kind of a reset, because you kind of one with nature.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
even though you have somebody with you, it might be quiet, and you could
Mhm.
actually think about how you feel
Mhm.
about certain things, and be like, I don't think that really make me feel good. Yeah,
Mine is like sitting or not sitting, like drive. If I'm driving, like even driving here,
yeah,
I'll just go on to YouTube and I'll play like just an instrumental from a producer, whatever, whoever. And I'll just start singing over it.
yeah.
It's the best.
See, so that's your reset.
It's
So
the
that
best.
quiet time is your
Yeah.
reset, right? Like once you're by yourself, because we saw, like, we always have people around us. Like,
Mhm.
there's always something or some voice in our head telling us who to be, even though we don't see it as somebody telling us who to be.
Mhm.
You going on Instagram and seeing your friend in Cuba party, and that is telling you who to be. You know, it's like you see these things and all these people telling you to be a different person because of the choices that they make. You know, and subconsciously, you kind of envy them in a way because you're like, oh, they get to, like, maybe I should get a job because then I could just live life. Like, I wish I could be this person who could have a job and be happy and come home on an evening and be happy, you know? But then you realize it can never be you. So you wonder if you have loose screws or if they have loose screws, you know?
Everybody's got loose screws.
Everybody have loose screws, but
Yeah.
is I don't know. I feel like some people have a little more loose
Oh
screws than
yeah.
some
Oh,
for
big
sure, you know?
time, big time, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you know, some people have a little
yeah.
more loose screws than some, but yeah. So I don't know if that's how you think about certain things. You know, I don't know if you see it like that as a creative, that if that you wonder if the grass is greener.
Oh, never.
You never think of it, eh?
No.
Oh, I think of it all the time.
I don't believe that the grass is greener. I don't see life like that. We're all doesn't matter your situation. You're going to deal with things and they're all relative,
Yeah,
right? I don't believe anybody's life is
it's perfect.
no, not by a long shot. And that's life. That's why it's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's
But
obviously we're obviously programmed to look at these people with these lives and like this certain way or whatever. We're just drowned by it daily to believe that that should be you.
yeah,
You're so right though, because it does just invade constantly,
yeah, that's
right?
all you see.
Absolutely. But it's ever since I started honestly taking my life more seriously, you don't do that. You don't scroll on social media as much. It just doesn't do the same things for you. I don't get the same dopamine hit as like just numbing myself out in front of TV. It actually makes me like I need to be doing something that fills my life.
Yeah,
Then that's just empty,
yeah. I
right?
mean,
Or
like
those things.
if
No, but
if you do
no.
hunting, that's
Yeah. So yeah, it's all again.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I kind of think about it and I'm like, you know, like these people who have regular jobs and could be happy, like the ones that are happy, you know, I'm like, yo, that like they crack the code. You know, if you could be regular and
But what does that mean?
I mean the code.
No, regular.
Oh,
That you could be
oh.
regular.
When I say regular, I mean like if you could if you could find happiness
Mm.
in going to work and coming home,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
that's what I mean. It's like if you could have a job and you could go to work and come home
Mhm.
and you could truly be happy,
Mhm.
you know, then there's me who have this dream and you're always working and you're always fighting and your mind always in some state of confusion. So I need the
Mm.
half an hour a
Mhm.
week because I say this all the time.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I say this all the time because uh I feel like as a creative and as a dreamer, when you mix the both, you know, a lot of people say they want to be a entrepreneur, you know,
Mm.
and start from scratch. But when you start from scratch and we talk about good days and bad days, there's way more bad days than good days.
I think that the bad days are like
I mean that the good days
yeah.
support the bad days. Don't get
Oh
me wrong.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the one victory you get after 24
Consecutive bad days.
losses, yeah, and that one victory,
Mm.
it feels so much sweeter than if you was to not get any
Oh
victory at all,
yeah.
or if you
Oh
was,
yeah.
you know. So it does like weigh itself that
Yeah.
way, but like at the same time, when you look at something else, which you should never do, but when you see other things and you're like, you know, this person actually happy like this, bro. Like he could
Mhm.
just go to work, come home, watch movies,
Yeah, but
chill.
yeah, I get that maybe they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
Maybe. We're very lucky to be in the positions that we're in, to be able to think for ourselves and do the things and pave the way through our faith and through our heart. We're very lucky to even journey through that, because a lot of people will just do We'll just do that. And maybe they're happy.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're happy. Because we can't say what a person's destined thing is, right? Maybe they're lying to themselves. Who knows?
True. I think that's
Who
the.
knows?
Yeah, they might be. They might be. So what are your highs and lows then?
In life?
Yeah, like for you, like what was your high
In
in terms of your career? Yeah, in terms of your career, like what, like your highs in your career and your lows in your career. Because like for instance, I just say 80% of the days
mm.
are bad and the 20% are bad.
Yeah,
So
why
that's
do
like
you say
so
that?
that's highs and lows. Because the thing is like the only reason I say that is because I'm a I'm always grinding. Like
Oh yeah.
so I'm always working.
Yeah.
You know. So a lot of the times when you work and you building something from scratch, you know, you have a bunch of small losses, and then eventually you get this big win.
Mm.
You know, and the bunch of small losses is what I mean, like 80% of
Okay,
the
okay.
days. You know, I don't mean like 80% of the emotion,
Okay.
but 80% of the days
Yeah.
is a L for the
Yeah.
20%
Yeah,
that you get
okay.
at W.
I do understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
so for me that's my highs and lows. It's
Yeah.
80-20. You know, because you here and you working, and then 80-20. Some
Mhm.
days good, some days bad. Most days might seem bad, but it always leading to
It's
that
all
good day, because it's like, it's almost like being, for lack of a better term, it's almost like being like a crackhead. You know, it's like that one time. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Let me see. You know, like I don't know how to play, but like the good hits
mhm.
with all the bad hits.
Mhm.
You know, and they get hit so bad sometimes, because you're trying to get new contracts, you're trying to get new, you're trying to pitch to somebody all the time, you're trying to talk to somebody, knowing that these people not gonna bite, but they might. So
Mhm.
you still try anyway,
Mhm.
you know, and then eventually you get the 1W, and you're like, okay, cool. This 1W just paid for all those, but
Mhm.
L's, right?
Mhm.
But it's still worth it to me
Oh
to get the
yeah.
W. So it's still 80% bad
Yeah.
days, 20% good days.
Yeah, I don't even see like bad days or like losses cuz I couldn't even count well, obviously not. I couldn't describe how many rejections or people ignoring me I've had.
Right.
And I don't care. I really don't. They're not I've had so many things fall through. I've had so many things I haven't done. I've had so many things that just like haven't amounted to anything. I don't have any expectation really when I send out things. I believe that the right things for me are for me and they won't miss me. So even if I don't get something, I've gotten something.
Yeah.
It's direction either way. It's direction either way.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Even if you think that you want it so bad, it's just not yours yet or it's not yours at all.
See, let's keep on the grind.
Yeah. Yeah, I see honestly since I left took the leap into music and into fully grinding it out for myself, I've never been happier or more content. I love growing. I love feeling literally I feel like the neural pathways being fostered. When I'm playing guitar and I'm doing something different that's hard and that takes time and intention, or when I'm doing something that is like festering me, poking me, and I have to take time and it's brutal, I know that that's like it's the best. I'm okay with not knowing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best. I'm tired of being something that I'm not, and so it's almost like play. Seriously, I know I'm gonna lose. I know I'm gonna fall.
That's good though. That's a good take on it. And it's good to see that we have different takes in
Mm,
the same, in a similar
yeah, it is a similar.
feel, in terms of that is all creation,
Mm,
you know.
You might be much more logical than I am.
Well, I have kids.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have
yeah.
kids. So for me, it's like, honestly, because before I had kids, I didn't think like this. Like for me, because I have kids,
Mm-hmm.
I need to bring in a certain income
Oh,
every
absolutely.
month.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
because I need to bring in a certain income every month, that means I need to work twice as hard.
Oh yeah.
Because I need to focus on the other side of your dream as well. So you can't just focus on your income.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like for me, I have this logic um where you, you your dream and your goal lies in something that you do without thinking about the financial gains.
Absolutely.
So a lot of the time when I'm working on something, I always try to make sure I'm put time away to work on something that is not necessarily a financial game, but it's just because I want to do it. Like for instance, I will do a music video for somebody, and if if I like the song or the concept, and I'm like, you know what, I think I could get a cool concept. And I could get like full creativity on this, I'm gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Because
but
it's a mutual
exactly.
benefit.
But then if it's like something that I don't really like, then I could chat. So that's the freedom of knowing that that you're doing something that you would do for free,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're getting money from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try to separate the two things,
Mm-hmm.
and sitting and dividing your life into so many different people, because you had to be a father,
Mm-hmm.
you had to be
A friend, a brother,
a
a
husband,
daughter.
a
Yeah,
brother,
yeah,
a
yeah.
leader,
yeah.
and then you had to be a son,
Yeah.
because you're learning a game that wasn't taught to you. We still learning the game right now.
Yeah.
So trying to be a father and a son
Mm-hmm.
in one day, it's different, because you don't know when to be a son. You don't know when to switch off to be okay.
Yeah.
I need to learn right now, or when to be a father. Because even as a father, you're still a son to your kids, because you still learn from them, and they teach you so much different things. If you
Mm-hmm.
just listen,
Mm-hmm.
if you listen to them, you could learn so much.
Mm-hmm.
So is me doing that, and then me trying to battle traumas of when I was a kid,
Oh yeah.
and things that happen, and now
Oh,
you
I'm
have
sure
your
that
kids.
brings. Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure having your own kids just
exactly.
brings up a whole
It's
bunch of things that you
it's different, because it's
didn't even
all
know
your
about.
fears. Like imagine seeing all your fears in somebody looking at you.
Oh, don't do that.
It's
yeah.
every single fear
Wow.
that you could think of,
Wow.
that you don't necessarily have now.
Yeah.
It's gonna show in a kid, and then you're gonna become this vulnerable
Wow.
being that you're like, holy shit, I need therapy.
You just
I think I
literally
need to go to therapy.
took my breath away.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's
yeah,
wild.
I think I reached the age where I need to do therapy. But
Yeah.
these kids show you that.
Wow.
My daughter one time told me I hurt her feelings. And I never had someone tell me that before.
Yeah.
Other than like, of course, like when I was in college, like, but it was something that at the time you thought it was something that was normal. You thought that girls just complain.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you have a daughter and she says it to you, and it feels like she put a knife into your heart. Or actually she take the knife out of your heart, so it started to bleed.
Yeah.
And then like, wait, I think I need therapy.
Mm-hmm.
You start to think about yourself.
Oh, I'm. Yep.
It's different. You'll see
A whole bunch of self-reflection.
Yeah.
I am
if
sure.
you ever have kids,
I am sure.
You will see, especially when you take them
We
hunting.
will. Yeah.
Like everything that you could do in hunting, you're gonna be like, nah,
Yeah.
no, because is your whole that's your whole being. Especially when they look like you. My daughter looks like me,
Yeah.
and she talks like me.
Yeah.
And like today,
That's so wild.
today she was angry,
Oh my god.
and I played Home Alone, the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the start of the movie, they show you like Fox Studios or whatever it was, and she's like, Fox, and I'm like, yo, I know what you're doing. You're angry,
Yeah.
and you're saying Fox, but that's not what you really want to say.
Yeah.
So you can't. She was like, no, I'm just saying Fox.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Fox. I'm like, I'm like,
I
know
see through you.
Yeah, I can see. I do the same thing when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's like bring out a side of you that you never know existed,
Oh yeah.
and then it becomes
Can't
soft.
wait.
Yeah, yeah. Wait,
Can't
wait.
wait.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Can't
yeah.
wait. I have a nephew. He's just turned 1.
Yeah,
So it's been cool to I'm not around him. He's not gonna have the same impact on me as he will my brother.
yeah,
But he has had a huge impact on me. And my brother and I's relationship. So just seeing him, I've never seen something so perfect.
yeah. Exactly.
Oh my god. They brought him home when he was 2 days old and I was watching their dogs. And they brought him home and I just started crying. I was like, you have no words.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's beautiful.
yeah, yeah. It's different. It's different, and
I
that
can't wait, but I can.
and this is why I miss so much of these shows because like you work so hard, and then the times when you off, you just want to like chill. Like my safe place is in my house. To be honest, I love
Mhm.
being in my house.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can do everything in my house. I have everything that I need in my house. You know, I have my family. I have food.
Mhm.
You know,
FIFA.
FIFA. You know, I have my camera. I could shoot some things. I could edit photos for fun. I could play with different things. Like I could learn stuff on YouTube if I want to. There's so much that I could do in my house. And then I hate the cold.
Mhm.
Hate snow so bad.
Mhm.
You know, so it's like a bunch of different things that come together to try to that make me change who I used to be. Because I
Mhm.
used to be different.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if you're not changing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we all used to be. Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I've changed a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's changed.
Yeah, we all change, right? So as you start to dive deeper into a relationship and then one day hopefully you hack it
Mhm.
and it's a blessing, you know, but I'll tell anybody to wait until you think
Oh
it's the
yeah.
right time,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely I'd like to I'd like to have property. I'd like to go from this apartment to buying property,
Yeah.
not to having another home, but to buying property.
Yeah.
And I think that that'll happen within the next 5 years. Where? Don't know. But that's definitely where I want that'll be a safe haven away from whatever the heck is going on. It's great to be in a city, but it's also I don't want to be in a city.
Yeah.
I want to visit cities. I love traveling and visiting big cities.
What's I don't sorry, I mean to
That's
cut you
okay.
off. What's your favorite type of music? Is it folk? You like folk?
No,
You do like folk music?
I don't not like it. I don't listen to it much.
Oh,
Um, I listen to a lot of indie stuff. I listen to a lot of kind of the music
what
that
are you saying?
yeah, the music that I
Like
make
Jessica's.
weird kind of
Yeah.
and just offbeat, I guess, offbeat kind of music. I'm not a fan of I will never turn the radio on, not really ever.
Yeah.
It's just not I don't want to hear pop. Just it's been done. I'm tired of it and I think a lot of people are too to be, a popified cuz everyone's just popified now.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but
I don't know. I just felt like you that because like listening to your style
Mhm.
and seeing your style and hearing what you like to do,
Mhm.
it just seems so folk. Like
Mm.
I love folk
Yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I listen to folk music all the time.
Mhm.
You know, so I just thought you would be like, oh yeah, I love folk,
I
and then
listen I think like some of my best music is done on the acoustic guitar.
yeah,
Just me and the acoustic guitar. I love seriously all of the lyrics and all of the melodies that have come out of me on an acoustic. But I also love the things that come out of me when I'm producing electronically with other people as well. It's just weird. It's two completely different sounds. One, definitely more um, slow paced, I guess, for my acoustic stuff.
hmm
More, everything's lyrical, but simpler
yeah,
lyrics.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I love the music that I make, and the other stuff is, I guess, melodic. It's not rap, but it's like melodic lyrics, lots of lyrics. Soul.
Yeah, soul is Soul is. Do you know of a band called the Teskey Brothers?
Yes.
They're amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yes. I
amazing.
had just the other month heard of
So
the Teskey
so
brothers.
was so that genre is like on the brink of on I think that genre is like folk, country, soul.
Would you call it folk?
Some
Yeah,
some
okay.
songs is like folk because folk is like Passenger,
Yeah. Yeah. I would
or
call it folk.
Tyler Childers
Yeah,
is
okay.
folk.
Okay.
And to me, folk is the soul of country because okay, so country is like uh let's grab a couple beers
Yeah, I don't really listen to
and
country.
some shorts and go down to the lake.
Mhm.
Whereas folk is almost like I don't know if you know like reggae and
Mhm.
dancehall.
Mhm.
So like dancehall is more like party and reggae is more like soul. And I think
Yeah.
it's the same with country and folk. It's
Okay.
like it's they're similar, but the folk music is like touching your soul. Like when you listen to folk, the person could be singing about the same thing and the country guy is singing about, but
Mhm.
he was singing it in such a poetic way that will make you think and be like,
Mhm.
yo, I think I could be this person. Even
Mhm.
though this person don't look nothing like me or from where I'm from, I was in the same situation once and I
Mhm.
could feel what he feeling.
Mhm.
So I think Teskey Brothers, but his voice is amazing. His voice is like Otis Redding.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He's amazing, So I don't know. I don't know. I like any type of music once it artistic. I like artistic music.
Mhm.
Um
That's really what I'm about
yeah.
because I don't have any kind of structure
For when you
behind or that I've learned really behind music. Everything that I know about music is through feeling it in my body. That's why I know how to sing
yeah.
because I just felt my way through. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just know that I'm right.
Yeah.
Like I can feel it. So yeah, when I'm making music, it comes from a place of complete play, right? I'm allowing it to happen. I'm completely away when I'm writing or when I'm making music. I don't even there's no thought, no strategy. It's through feeling and letting you just letting it happen.
Yeah.
Whatever wants to happen.
And so this is something that happened to me too, but I always say it happened by luck.
Mm.
It's like whenever like somebody I'll have a photo and somebody be like, "Oh, this is such a good photo. Look at this and this." I'd be like, "Bro, I honestly can't remember taking this photo.
Mhm.
Like I know for a fact it was me, or doing this video, or even writing certain characters. And then you realize, oh yeah,
Buddies.
yeah, buddies,
Yeah.
yeah. So like you blank and then you
Yes.
come back and then there's this thing on your
Yes.
paper and you're like, holy shit,
Yes. You
yeah,
just come I often I go back and forth with this question often of are you just a pawn? Do you just think that you're making all of these decisions? Are you even making decisions? Really? We have no idea cuz you've got a whole system operating in your body.
yeah,
You have no idea what they're doing. They're running you though,
for
right?
sure,
So as above so below. Who knows if we're even making the decisions. And yes, we are, right? Yes, we are. Yes, we're choosing things every day. I chose
yeah,
to come here. I
for
chose
sure.
yes. But yeah, you have an innate something
So
that is being followed.
so I must you like TED Talk?
Yeah.
So this TED Talk will kind of take you away. I don't know if you ever seen Eat Pray Love.
You know what? I haven't, but
Okay,
I've heard about it.
yeah, I haven't seen it either,
Okay.
right? But the lady who wrote the book, not the movie, the book, she has a TED Talk and she speaks about this exact thing that you just said, and that's why I was like,
Hmm.
so she says is that you should watch it TED Talk, but
Oh,
the basic
yes.
gist is that back in the day, a genius, right? Like nowadays, we associate a genius with someone. So if you do good music, we say you're
You're
a
a
genius.
genius. Yeah.
But the word genius came from the word genie, which means jinn.
Mm.
So back in the day, they believed that a genius or jinn was a demon or just a spirit. That is not a bad spirit that lived in your wall and that will come out and will give you ideas. You
Mm.
know, and if someone had good philosophies or good music or good anything, they will say that that guy had a good genius. And if someone had bad ideas, they say, oh, this guy genius sucks,
Mm.
basically. You know, and that's just how they believe. They believe that it wasn't on the person. So basically, if you was to write a song that was to go number one
Oh
tomorrow,
yeah.
right, you don't have the pressure of writing the next number one, because you're like, oh, it wasn't me, it was the genius, you know, that
Yeah.
was so. But now they put the genius on people, which has this um um backlash, or not backlash, like, which had this, what's it what I'm looking for?
Pressure
Yeah,
or
this pressure
like
up, yeah,
yes.
pressure to create as a creative, you know, which not supposed to be creativity, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something
Expressive. It's just
expressive, and
expression.
yeah, you know. So
Yes.
you should watch that one. That's actually is
I
actually because it's the exact same thing that you just speak about and spoke about, and is actually one of my favorite TED talks of all time.
I will watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
it's
really and there's I'll send you a video actually. I just sent who did I send it to? One of the one of my friends from Coalition. But I it was talking about the cuz you said you like gospel music.
yeah,
So I'm assuming you follow the Bible.
yeah.
Okay. So there's this I don't think it was a TED talk, something like it. And she was talking about the correlation of references in the Bible and just life. So like neuron and then a seedling
Mm-hmm.
and how literally they're mirror images of each other. And then there was like an x-ray or something of the human body and what it looked like when you were following your heart. I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
It's
send it
a
to me.
really powerful speech
Yeah.
or presentation.
Send it to me. So we'll trade.
Yeah,
I'll send you mine. Yeah, but
good.
it's amazing, and you should I
Yeah.
think everybody should
Yeah,
listen to
because that's
this.
an often because we're all just trying to do our best with what we know.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to do bad things. Nobody
exactly.
nobody wants to do nobody wants to be on the street. Nobody wants to do those things, but they're things that we've learned and they're things that we're doing,
Yeah,
right?
because like I'm sure
Can't blame anybody for anything.
I'm sure it happened to you before, where a good song came to you right before you went to bed,
Happens to me all the
and
time.
then it will wake you up. So that's
Yeah.
the whole concept, right? And she says there's this one guy who was driving and a poem came to him, and he saw the poem, and he said, oh, why you can't come to me at another time, you know. And just as the poem was about to fly away, he grabbed it by its tail and put it
Mm-hmm.
on piece of paper,
Mm-hmm.
and it ended up on piece of paper, right? And I don't know, I think it's just so crazy that sometimes you think that these things only happen to you, and then you hear it from somebody else, and you're like, oh yeah, that happened to you too. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the Spider-Man meme.
It's just like a limitless pool of whatever.
Yeah,
And it's all just there. And if you're wanting to be I guess a vessel for it to serve it because it comes from your heart space. It totally does. That's the way that I perceive it. I've never felt so intentional with what I'm doing and so led and faithful and supported by what I'm doing.
yeah,
So there's obviously some kind of something there and it came in me. It was just something that I loved doing. Singing has been my thing forever. It's just for me. I just like the way it feels in my body. Like it's a selfish thing. But when you hear other people that are like, you just made me cry. It's like, okay.
yeah.
I remember talking to Croft. Have you talked to Croft yet?
No.
Yeah, I remember talking to Croft. It was just in the beginning of thing. And I was personal training and I said, "Well, it's a very selfish thing for me to just pursue music. I feel so selfish." He's like, what if that's your service? It's your service." You know, so I was like, "I need to sacrifice my life for all of these other people that I'm serving with PT specifically." He's like, "Okay, reframe. You need to reframe because you're doing so much when you're singing and you
Yeah.
don't even know it.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
You don't yeah."
For sure.
And I didn't know it. I seriously didn't. It feels like when I'm on stage, it and writing, it just feels so good for me.
Yeah.
Right?
And so I'm gonna say this because I know like we close to running out of time.
Mhm.
And like how I got here
Yeah.
to like where I am today, like on this chair, is that I was a kid and I could see a lot of people sad around me. And one day I got this opportunity to go and work at a wedding, and I was a server. And I saw how food could change people's energy. So I started being a chef. You know, while I was in cooking school, I saw my ex got pregnant at the time. We had a miscarriage, but I had to get a job quick, so I started working at the barber shop, and then I realized how I could be more direct with people and help people and talk to people and get to know them and they get to know me. You know, and make them laugh, make them smile. And then while I was doing that, then I realized that how I could do it to the masses by doing film and that kind of stuff. So if you think about it, for personal training, yeah, you could get to change a couple people's lives. But with music, you could touch so much more and reach so much more. And the thing is that God put everybody in this world for a specific reason, and the reason is never to profit off of it. And when I say profit off it, yeah, to make money. I mean, like, the reason is never for you.
Yeah.
So he would make you be a good singer so that you could make your life better. It's always to touch somebody else. You know, it's always for that one person who you got to find. This I think this is the person that God put me here to help change. You know, and that's where your purpose is. Your purpose is in helping people, so that way you die with purpose. You know, you never reach that purpose. You're always looking for something because your purpose never really done until after you're dead. That's just what I think. That's my belief. But
yeah, I
could be wrong. Don't take my word for it.
I mean,
yeah, don't take my word for it.
Yeah.
But
I totally bring because I want everybody. I so believe in health. If you don't have your health, you've got nothing. You could be the most successful person on the face of the earth. You could die tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you don't have your health. So I do bring that into my everyday. Like, it's what I preach online. It's what I preach on stage. You need to take care of yourself. So yeah, I don't want to be a personal trainer forever. It's never been that. But I do love inspiring and coaching and speaking and singing and just providing that outlook, because I'm one of the healthiest people that I know, and it's changed my life, and it's changed my mom's life. It's changed so many of my clients' lives. And when you're doing that, you're changing their whole sphere and their whole sphere. So yeah, it's definitely big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to do it because it's just, that's the way those two things are the way that I am and the way that, like, I'm good at.
Yeah.
I'm good at it.
That's good. But I know we're out of time now, but so thanks a lot for coming, and it was a really good conversation because I know I never get to cut to, like, this is the first time we meet.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, so thanks for taking the time, you know, and coming and speaking and being vulnerable and talking about things that people need to hear.
My pleasure.
You know, I don't know if you want to give yourself a shameless plug right now. Let's give people a chance to give yourself a shameless plug at the end.
Okay.
You know, so you could give yourself a shameless plug.
Amanda Movio, all socials, Spotify. I am releasing a new single in December, a music video with a buddy of mine, Jeff Chambers, at the fair. Yeah, Amanda Movio everywhere.
Okay, guys, that's episode